What's up, guys? Today we're out here at the range. We're gonna do a small little video on recoil anticipation. So let me show you. Oh, see that? I'm shooting. I don't know. My wife loaded this up, and there's dummy rounds in here just to show that it's a natural tendency for your body to want to control that recoil. But if you can combat that and you can get your body to keep from doing that, you'll be able to land your shots a lot more accurately. So a few things I want to go over about recoil anticipation before we get into like actually doing the drills and stuff. What you really want to focus on is having good grip, having good stance, and then after that, having good trigger press. So a good trigger press is going to be slow, smooth. You don't want your finger curved all the way in, but you don't want it to be just on the tip of your finger. So you want to get about halfway through your index finger pad, and then you want to start squeezing and just kind of keep a 90-degree angle and try to pull back as slow and as smooth back as you possibly can. As long as you can conquer those first few things, then you can start to worry about the recoil anticipation. Alright guys, so I'm going to show you a couple good shots without having to worry about the recoil anticipation part of it right now. So you worry about your good stance. You want a good shoulder width apart, feet staggered. This is a good fighting stance. This is a good way to... Reality is you're probably not going to shoot this way, but it's good to get the fundamentals down before you start actually needing to have to use your firearm in a way. If you have the good fundamentals down, you prepare yourself for success in a stressful situation. It comes down to muscle memory as well. So get shoulder width apart, half step back, just square up for your target. Like I said, this is just, again, you're just getting the fundamentals of it down. Reality is you're probably not going to end up fighting like this because all fights are different. There's no two same fights. No fights are the same. Square up with your target, get a good purchase on your firearm, as high up on that tang as you possibly can. You grip it, bring your support hand in, lock yourself in, align your sights, and then squeeze the trigger. Alright, so a good way to perform this drill to manage your recoil anticipation is it's going to take two people. It's a little difficult to do by yourself. Honestly, I've tried to do it by myself and I find myself not being honest. I end up cheating a little bit and remembering where I put the dummy rounds at. But that's beside the point. But anyway, it's better if you have two people. Two people can also, you know, have a fun little competition with it, see who anticipates a little less. Anyway, I have my wife behind the camera. She has loaded up some rounds in this mag, which I'm not looking at the mag. Haven't looked at the mag. And she loaded them up randomly. She knows that she either put 5 live rounds in there. She could have put 5 dummy rounds in there. She could have put 2 dummy rounds and 3 live rounds. So you never know. I like to do it in groups of 5. I find that it's a little, if it's more than that, it's a little difficult to process like you're supposed to. So a good way to go about it is you're going to, like I said, have your good stance and everything. Bring your gun forward, and as you squeeze the trigger back, click. Okay, don't immediately stop. Don't immediately be like, oh darn. Don't be like that. Okay, it takes your brain about 3 to 5 seconds to process things that happen as they happen. Okay, so give yourself, after it goes click, give yourself 3 to 5 seconds before you just rack it back and then continue going. After each shot, just analyze what you did. So if you went down, you jerked it down really hard, okay, now analyze. And as you analyze, your brain's going to be like, oh, I shouldn't have done that. Oh, I shouldn't have done that. And so as you continue moving forward in life, and as as you shoot more often, your brain's going to be like, don't anticipate, don't anticipate, and you're going to trick your brain into believing that every shot is a dummy round, even if they are dummy rounds or not. So that's how you perform the drill. Now we're just going to give a demonstration on how to do it. All right, so I'm going to demonstrate how this works. I'm going to shoot. I'm going to take about a 3-second pause after each shot. I'm going to analyze what I did and how I can make myself better the next shot. Remember, the dot is also going to tell you the answers to all your problems. If you see that dot dip, if you see it move to the left or move to the right, or you realize after that you're off center, then you're going to know that there's a deficiency in somehow, some way, in either the way you're gripping the gun or the way that you're anticipating the recoil. All right, so I dipped. Now I know that this is a dummy round. I didn't dip nearly as much. I saw myself dip a little bit, but I didn't dip nearly as much. And then continue on. Oh, well, out of rounds. But anyway, as you can see, as you move forward and you do 5 rounds, do it in small increments. If you try to do too many at one time, your brain can't focus that much. It just is not humanly possible, unless you're a genius. I'm not a genius. So, all right, so we got 5 more rounds loaded up. I'm just going to demonstrate one more time just to help send it home. And, get out there, do some shooting, grab a couple buddies, make some bets. Okay, I don't endorse gambling, but have some fun with it, Don't, load up 5 real rounds, load up 5 dummy rounds, see who anticipates the most. If you got best friends, you got buddies that shoot with you, make fun of them. In the end, it only makes them better. So. All right, there close to the end, I started to get better. I failed twice, but it's not gonna happen overnight either. So don't expect to go out one day and then you just be like, and then kick yourself. No, don't do that. It does not happen overnight. I've been practicing this drill for a long time, and as you can see, I still anticipate the shot. It takes a while to trick your brain into finally understanding that, oh hey, what's about to happen is okay. A gun going off is loud, and it's not something your brain necessarily enjoys happening consistently. But if you're able to train your brain to be like, oh hey, it's okay. Like, what's about to happen is planned. I'm doing this for an intention and for a purpose. And your brain will finally start to understand, oh hey, I don't have to be afraid of this. Oh hey, I don't have to blink anymore whenever the gun goes off. Oh hey, I don't have to jerk the gun down any or do anything like that as you continue to shoot. Anyway, let's go look at the hits. Let's see what we got. So, for the last few shots, I marked every shot that I've made today, from the beginning of the video to now. I haven't even shot that much, but as you can see, the second shot, I anticipated it, and then every shot since then, I've actually been pretty decent at keeping it, at least in the A zone. And we're probably sitting at, 7 yards. So, anyway, get out there, shoot with your friends, have fun, and most importantly, be safe. God bless.